Squad. What up? It's your boy Sir Lance in the lab with the one and only legendary. You know who's sitting next to me. It ain't gonna change. Log D. What up, my guy?
Big Lance in the flesh. What it do? My guy.
It sounds like we got a lot to talk about today.
You know what?
What's up?
We do.
We do, man. We got
Well.
we got jabronis out there. That's what we got. Like,
Hey.
you know, I don't know much, so like you can literally. I'm just gonna talk my shit because I don't know none of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like don't be mad at me for talking shit because I don't know you. He does. Now, I got a lot of respect for anybody that's in any industry where you're out there putting in work to get what you need to get. Whatever it is. If you're a UFC fighter and you're out here fighting, or if you're a commentator or a newscaster or a journalist and you're out here talking about it, or a vlogger, blogger, podcaster, talking about it, I got a lot of respect for that no matter what.
Truth.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely not going to knock either of your hustles. But I got questions, man, because I jumped onto Twitter and saw that there was a lot of people talking about a little situation, and you filled me in because I didn't know nothing about it. All right. So just to keep a long story short, what I got from it was that I don't know the names, but
I'll tell you. The names.
yeah, you're gonna fill us in. With all due respect, the jabroni back in the day, what's his name?
Ariel Helwani.
Helwani.
And listen,
Helwani, what's up with you, bro?
I fuck with Ariel too. Like, I watch all of his shit. I watch all of his shows.
Was he a fighter?
No. God, no.
All right.
Ariel couldn't beat his way out of a wet paper bag. Let's get that straight. Ariel's actually been ducking the schmo for like years at this point.
Ducking who?
The schmo, he's another podcaster, vlogger.
They want to fight?
But he actually goes to like the UFC events and gets to ask them questions. He
real
interviews
life.
the fighters. Like
in
Ariel
real
doesn't
time.
get to go there anymore because he pissed too many people off that they don't let him go there anymore.
Straight up?
Straight up. But that's a different story.
Nah, that's the same story. It sounds like bro's on a tear, on a 1.5 year long tear.
Well, no, it's been way longer than that.
Longer than that?
Like 10 years probably.
Oh,
he has won.
Lonnie.
Like Ariel has won like Journalist of the Year for 10 straight years for for MMA.
Well, no, that's legendary.
So like he's the man.
I'm gonna
and
give
not
you,
knocking him, but you can't do shit like this.
I'm gonna give you your
when
props.
you win that, because he's not gonna win an 11th now because of this.
Well, let's get one thing straight. This is what people like because we're sitting here talking about it. So maybe the controversy is his bag. You know what I mean?
Truth.
Which is
sure.
cool. You know what I mean? I get it. But here's what I don't like, bro. I don't like contradiction and hypocrisy. I don't like whenever you say one thing and then do another. I don't care what the time frame is. If you say one thing that's wrong and then do another that's right, and you grow and learn, that's the only time where I can accept you switching up and being a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I'm not doing the wrong thing. Now I'm doing the right thing. I've learned from it.
But this was complete opposite of that.
No, it was literally, I'm saying this is wrong, and then I'm doing what I said was wrong.
Yes.
And
like, you know when you tell your kids,
yeah,
do as I say, not as I do?
That's exactly why.
Maybe what this is. Maybe that's what this
exactly
is.
why. I say that to them because I know I'm going to do some jabroni shit. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe
and
that's what it was.
He knew. You know what I mean? Because
here, let's see if we can let them hear what he said.
Okay. Yeah.
Question like that. Any good journalist would tell you money is off limits. All right, let's respect people's privacy. I would never ask a question like that. I have never, and I would never ask a question like that. So you're getting a little.
Really, I have never, and I would never ask a question like that. He said.
The have never might be true. The would never eventually turned into a fucking lie.
Yes, it did.
A bunch of bullshit.
Man, Ariel.
The would never. Now, whenever he jumped on Twitter, what I saw was he said that show the whole thing. You're taking it out of context. Like,
yeah,
you know, we watched the whole thing. You showed me the whole thing.
Yeah.
There was no out of context there. You said what you said. Like, he said.
And now he's done it to multiple fighters, too. It wasn't just the Dustin Poirier. Like, somebody commented on there, oh, you asked Overeem as well.
Right.
He's done it a couple of times now. Like it's happening more frequently.
Now, for the people that don't know these people, because I didn't, but for the people that don't know what we're talking about, he's asking about their money that they're getting paid for
fights.
For UFC fights.
Right.
Now, the specific question that he asked in the second one that we watched was talking about pay-per-view, right?
Yes. So he was asking how much of the pay-per-view buys did he make. So it's not as, let me back up too real quick, because
because we got to break
for
that
UFC
down.
For contracts, right? Like, you know how for
this is very important.
Yeah, you know how football contracts, like when somebody signs a new deal,
right?
Everybody knows what the deal is. Like,
million,
so and so
10
just
years.
signed a 10-year whatever it is, right?
Right.
UFC is not like that.
No.
They don't disclose the contracts.
No.
And the fighters don't even have to disclose how much they make.
No.
So you can Google it and you can probably find it somewhere and it gets leaked.
Said an estimate or a leak or
but
something.
It's not right, but it's not like it is with any other professional league where their pay is very front and center and known. Like, nobody really knows. Like Curtis Blades, for example, who just lost to Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
He came out and said, I get paid $100 to fight and $100 if I win. But he didn't have to say that.
Which he's allowed to say, right?
Yeah, he's allowed
to say what his bag is, because some places won't even let you.
But he doesn't
do that.
have to. It doesn't have to be out there. Like, it doesn't have to be known.
Right.
So for you to ask without them just telling you is a little different than it is.
The boundaries.
Absolutely. It is a little different than it is in like football or any other sport.
No.
I just wanted to.
No, well, I'm going to elaborate on what you just said, because that's super important, because the more that I'm sitting here thinking about it, the more that I'm coming up with reasons why this was some fuckboy shit that he did. Because the contract that you sign as a UFC fighter, right, is going to say one of three things, all right? It's going to say this is how much you're getting paid for the fight, win or lose. The second thing it's going to say is this is what you're getting for pay-per-view, if you're on a pay-per-view event, if you're even getting anything.
Yes, because not everybody who's just on a pay-per-view
event getting that
gets
bag.
It. Right.
Hell no.
Only the champion gets it worked into his deal.
And
usually.
You're never supposed to know that number. You're not, because it changes everything. Imagine if somebody like Connor disclosed what he makes on a pay-per-view back end after they make $69.99 over 20 million buys.
2 million buys, or 1.2 I think was his last one.
$5
so that's
a pop.
Lot. Right.
$10 a pop.
That's a lot of fucking money, dude.
Y'all don't need to know that. The reason y'all don't need to know that is...
It's a lot of money, though.
That's a whole big bag.
Good for Connor.
Put it over the shoulder.
Yeah. Oh,
Walk down the street type bag.
Oh,
now, the reason you don't need to know that, bro, is because other fighters are going to start to say, I think I'm now worth this. I think I'm now worth that. I'm not stepping into the ring unless I get this and that. And then it makes it so that fights can't get like put together right, because now everybody got their hand in the cookie jar that they're not supposed to have their hand in. Not saying they're not supposed to get paid. These guys are legendary. They're supposed to get their money. But whatever you agree to is what you agree to.
Yes,
right?
Yes, and you've already signed a contract and agreed to it.
Right.
So yeah, that's absolutely
what you think you're worth, right?
Yeah.
But now whenever you find out that the dude across from you that you're fighting is getting
more than you can't
$200,000, $300,000 more because he negotiated the contract better, then it changes everything. The whole scope of how like all of this works is all thrown off.
Yep.
That's why you don't go around work talking about this is how much I make per hour, this is how much I make per hour. When I go to an interview for my job and I'm sitting at the interview, at the negotiation table, I don't give a shit what the person that's been there for 20 years makes. I know what I'm worth. I know what I expect. And this is the number that I'm going to slide across the table. And I'm going to say, hey, I feel like I'm worth X amount of dollars per hour plus this bonus commission structure, whatever. if that person agrees and says, yeah, we looked at your history, we looked at your numbers, and we see the benefit and the value that you'll bring to the table, they'll pay me that bag. Now, what do I look like going back onto the sales floor with Mrs. Samantha that's been there for 30 years, and I make $10, $15 an hour more than her? That's a problem. Or the same as her. Now it's a big issue.
Right.
But if Samantha's trash and I'm fire, I should get paid more.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like nobody needs to know what that bag is. That's an unwritten rule in the game of anything.
Yes.
So why did bro think that there was anything okay about talking about with that dude?
I don't know, because whenever he had that Ariel and the bad guy clip that we just played, he did understand that. He was even telling Chael that. And Chael was a fighter.
Yeah.
So, like, for him to tell Chael that and recognize that...
Facts. He knew.
Was big.
He knew.
Right. And then to turn around and do the same thing, I just didn't expect it.
Because we didn't get into that for the people that didn't see it. When he turned around, what did he do recently?
Oh, so just several fighters. Dustin Poirier, he asked him about his pay-per-view. Yeah, asked him about his pay-per-view money.
That was Dustin Poirier.
Yep. And said, how much of the pie did you get? And he said, Ariel, I don't ask you how much ESPN's paying you. And he backtracked real quick, like, oh, no.
Because he knew.
Then he knew he fucked up.
He had a quick little life reminder that that's not the way that this shit goes.
This was the point. He knew he fucked up.
This is when he knew he fucked up.
So for the people in the comments saying that I was just looking for clout and whatever, no, I was.
Notice, dude.
I really like Ariel's content, and I feel like friends are supposed to let friends know when they do something that's a little bit borderline. Like, what kind of friend would I be to Ariel if I didn't let him know?
Call him out.
Right.
That's
if I just let him do this.
That's not how you treat your bro.
No,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't expect Ariel to let me do that.
No.
I would expect him to call me out on it. Just like I'm calling Ariel the fuck out on it.
It's that simple. Because if I'm running around here doing some bullshit, you're going to look at me and say, hey, bro.
I expect my friends to be like, yo, maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you're going a little bit too hard right now. And that's all he needed was a reminder. But the weird part about it is that he took that reminder and acted like it wasn't.
Yeah,
wasn't
show
a
the
reminder.
full context. I did show the full context, Ariel.
No.
What are you talking about? Grapple the schmo, for real. But so Ariel's a big basketball player, or he like used to be or whatever, and he plays like in these adult leagues or whatnot. So the schmo called him out and said, okay, if you don't want to grapple because you cover MMA, since you can't do that sport, but you do play basketball, he wanted to play him one-on-one and called him out, and he still didn't answer and didn't do it.
And Ariel used to hoop?
Yeah, he supposedly plays in these adult leagues and wins championships on his team or whatever. I'd like to see him play. I think this would be great. They could do it for charity. If they don't want to do like the charity boxing matches like these celebrities are doing nowadays.
Right.
If they don't want to do that and he doesn't want to get head trauma, because I know he would. Yeah, that's what.
The boxing match.
Why do you think I've been boxing, bro? I'm trying to get not that I'm a celebrity, but I'll fight one. So, but anyway.
Ariel, you want?
Yeah, Ariel, let's go. Let's go.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll jump in the ring with you. You know?
But for real.
No doubt.
Just don't do that.
I'll jump in the ring.
And play the schmo in basketball, please. We all want to see it.
I'm with it.
Do it for charity.
I want to see you get dunked on.
Yeah, do it for charity, Ariel.
Yeah, no, like I said, with all due respect, because I don't want him to, or anybody that's watching this, to sit here and think that we're clout chasing. We're absolutely not. That's the last thing that we're trying to do. At the end of the day,
because it'll come eventually, regardless.
Exactly.
I don't need Ariel for it to get there. It just so happened that he fucked up on that specific Monday, and I caught it. So I don't know what to tell you. You know?
That's how this shit works.
Yeah, that's why we kind of started this.
Yeah,
so.
We sit here to talk about the shit that happens, and that's some shit that happened. I had to jump on because like it was interesting to me because I really get the concept of, you know, keeping your money quiet, and I get why they do it, and I believe in my heart of hearts that Ariel gets why they do it too.
Absolutely.
And I just think that he made a little bit of a gaffe whenever he asked him, and immediately whenever he got checked, he realized. Right? Yeah, he realized. Like, he did. Oh, yeah, he's absolutely
and I really think he got like extremely comfortable because it was Dustin Poirier, who is from Lafayette, Louisiana, which so is DC. Ariel has a show with DC. They're all buddies. I just feel like he maybe got like
because we all want to
too
know.
comfortable.
We want to know,
right?
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't knock you for asking because we all want to know how much they get paid on the back end and what,
absolutely
if they get a big bag from the fight, like,
or even if it was like from a place of like just trying to make sure that Dustin was taken care of because it was a Conor McGregor fight. Like if Conor's getting pay-per-view buy percentage, which I'm sure he is because he's Conor. Like if Dustin is fighting him,
right?
I'm sure Dustin probably should have got a little something too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he did, but when he beat Conor, he definitely did because that boosted everything.
Yeah.
So to act like he didn't get something for that is crazy. We all know he did. We know he got taken care of, even if he didn't get pay-per-view buys. Once he knocked Conor out,
that changes his
he got something.
He leveled up. He leveled up.
Right, he got something for that.
Exactly.
So, excuse me, by the way.
No doubt. No doubt. Don't ever do that again. No,
fuck you, Ariel. No, just kidding. I fuck with Ariel, but
no, man, you the bro.
Had to let him know real quick.
We had to talk to you real quick. That's all. Hopefully you see it. Hopefully you know that we got love for you, and we seen what happened, man. You know what I mean? Like we saw that you just, you know what I mean, just got a little beside yourself.
Yeah, just got a little too comfy.
That's it. It ain't his place to worry about dude's bag.
Yeah, no.
Dude's, like you said, his family's good.
Right. He did. My family's happy, good. So we're all good. Thank you.
Facts.
But what I do want to talk about too is since we're on Ariel, we can just go right into some other MMA news.
I got nothing but time for that.
For the rest of this segment, we can just finish that out. Obviously, with this past weekend, Derek Lewis, which I already alluded to, knocking out Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane's fighting this weekend. Knocking out Curtis Blades.
Okay.
That was crazy. Did I show you that?
No,
knockout?
I didn't see it.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I just kind of want to get your reaction to it while we're here live. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's get your reaction to it because it's kind of crazy. And I want you to see the fighters and see I want you to guess who's going to win before it happens. Okay? We'll do one of those things real quick. So it's Derek Lewis versus Curtis Blades.
Just so y'all know, my bro's typing in nothing at all.
Thanks for telling me. I appreciate it. I spelled everybody's name too, and nothing was there. I was like, okay.
All right, so we on YouTube.
3 days ago. Yeah, let's make sure that this is. We don't want to have volume though. Oh, we already fucked it up.
Get fucking
good though.
Demonetized out here.
Nah, we're good. We're just this dumbass ad. We good. All right,
so I'm seeing fighters come on. I'm seeing a big black dude. I watch UFC whenever it's cracking, whenever it's just like guys that I don't know.
Conor versus Dustin, you watch it, but not this.
I'm not like a super fan. I'm not knocking anybody. That's for damn sure.
Right.
I fuck with all these fighters.
So now you've seen both. Who do you think's going to win?
All right, so I don't know who they are. So I got big black dude on the right. He had a bunch of tattoos. He's beating on his chest. My man's looking pretty legendary. Other dude, tattoos. It looks like he got a little cut in his hair. He's a big ass dude. I'm going with the first dude with the blue trunks. Yeah, first dude with the blue trunks looked a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah. See, people think that he's like kind of chunky, Derek Lewis,
big King Kong type dude.
Yeah, so they don't give him a lot of credit.
Yeah. But it definitely looks like he's a little bigger.
Derek Lewis has this this crazy ability that he hits humans harder than anybody that hits humans that I've ever seen in my life.
All right.
And they just go to sleep.
And it's just like nighttime?
Yeah, like Derek Lewis fought Alexander Volkov, and for 3 rounds, he absolutely got beat up. Like, literally got beat up for 3 rounds. 11 seconds left in the fight, and he hit him with 1 punch to knock him out. That punch right there, that overhand right, and he knocked him out in 1 punch.
All right.
So he is just
so what's the names of the dudes again? Blue Trunks is who?
Derek Lewis.
And then the other dude is
Curtis Blades.
All right, we got Derek and Kurt. So I got Derek. Derek's over here. He's he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Kurt's throwing a couple punches. They're swinging.
And Derek Lewis is definitely getting beat up in this first round. And that's what I mean.
Him to work right now.
Yeah, he gets
need him, elbow.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And Curtis is good. Curtis is the number 2 ranked heavyweight in the world.
Yeah, he's getting off on him right now.
Yeah, he said he poked him in the eye here. So this was the end of the first round because there's only
he needed a breather. He ain't poking him in his fucking eye.
10 seconds left here, right? So now this is the second round. Starts off kind of more of the same. him yelling at him for poking his eyes.
Chill. All right. Yep. Told him to kick back for a second.
And it's kind of still the same. Derek Lewis is kind of getting beat up. Curtis is taking it to him a little bit, landing some elbows.
Yeah, he's working.
And
in my opinion, Kurt's winning right now.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, staying at distance and hitting him. And I think he just got too comfortable. And then that happened. He went in for a take. He went in for a takedown. Yeah, bro. Went in for a takedown.
He got a fucking uppercut. Never fucking seen coming.
Bam.
That shit went to his fucking neck.
Asleep.
Chest.
So I watched this live. He was literally like groaning and like snoring and moaning. And he was asleep for 5 to 7 minutes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And so now Derek Lewis is going to be the number 2 rated heavyweight in the world.
Wow. Who's number 1?
So Stipe Miocic is the champion, and he is fighting Francis Ngannou, who is the number 1 contender. So Francis is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now Derek will be number 2.
Okay.
Stipe is actually number 1, but he's the champion, so he doesn't count as number 1. He's the champion.
So if he beats the Stipe dude, then
no, Stipe is the champion. Francis is the number 1 contender.
So it's Francis and Stipe next.
Yep, they're fighting for the belt in like March.
So if Stipe loses, then he goes to number 2, and this dude goes to number 1.
Yes, probably so.
And
I think they'll do an immediate rematch if that were to happen, because Derek Lewis has already beat Francis Ngannou. It was a crazy boring fight. Crazy boring, because they both knew that if either one hit each other, they could literally put each other to sleep in a second.
So they just kind of stayed away.
Yep. And they just stayed around the outside. It was kind of a boring fight.
Yeah.
But I think if they fought again, it would definitely not be that way.
Okay.
So I kind of would like to see a rematch. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, because you're going to have to go all out at that point. It's not going to be a matter of like giving nobody no fucking room to fucking work with.
Pointing them or being smarter. You got to go for it there.
Yeah. You got to knock the fuck out.
So.
Yeah, we ain't coming here for the fucking bullshit.
And then so that happened last weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend, a couple other things that happened last weekend. Andrei Arlovsky, do you remember him?
Yeah.
He used to be a champ. He's like a legend of the sport.
Yeah.
He fought.
Definitely big legend status.
Oh, yeah. Big beard, big dude. He fought Tom Aspinall.
Okay.
Who's like an up-and-comer prospect guy from the UK. Very, very, very good. What's that?
Knockout King?
He's a little bit of both. He also has a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
But he's like a heavyweight. He's like 250 something.
All right.
But he moves like he's like 170 pounder.
Great.
Like he's really light on his feet, bouncing around.
Yeah.
And his hands are so fast.
He got the stamina too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he pieced up Andre in the first round, almost finished him. In the second round, took him down, choked him out. So, Tom Aspinall's moving up in the world. He'll probably be ranked after beating a former champ, and only continue to get stiffer and stiffer competition. So it was cool to see on a main event of 2 heavyweights to see like an up-and-comer of what he could potentially fight against.
Heavyweights get it in, bro. Like at that point, you already know, big time, Big Sir Lance.
Yeah, and me too.
Around if you want to. One hit. I'm not gonna fight you. That one hit, though.
It's done. Right.
Trying to kill your ass.
Telling you, bro.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful, because you know what I mean. Them smaller dudes, when they hit us, it just don't feel the same. You know what I mean? I can eat a couple of them.
Did you see that uppercut, bro? Yeah, you're not lying.
Yeah.
He literally,
it's different.
Boom.
It's different.
Asleep. His whole body almost got up off the ground. And he was literally just stiff as a board.
Yeah.
So what did you think about the 2 punches after that? I forgot to ask you. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Those ones were the ones that I think really fucking hurt him.
Yes. That's bad. When you're already unconscious and you get hit again, and his head was like pressed up against the mat for real, and he was like,
hit hard too, bro.
You know what I mean?
He got hit hard twice.
Hard as fuck.
The ref couldn't even do anything. I can't even put that on the ref because it was so quick.
But so who do you put that on? Like, is it the fighter's fault?
No, it's not, because the fighter's supposed to fight until the ref tells him to stop.
Yeah. So, it's just a product of the game.
Yeah,
it's not anybody's fault, really.
To UFC just being brutal, and this is just what you signed up for.
It's just the sport.
And just unfortunately, that's the type of shit that happens every now and then. Because the ref can't just instantly stop that. We watched it in slow motion.
And he was running towards him as soon as he was falling like that. He started running.
He got 2 punches off while he was on his way. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't enough time for him to stop him from doing that.
No. even if he's running and yelling, stop, 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 he can't,
Right.
like,
No,
he's not going to stop him until he feels him, like, touch him and pull him, right.
And, yeah, there's nothing that anybody could have did about that. Dude's not going to give dude a chance to get back up. He's not going to give him a chance to
and how many times have you
okay.
seen somebody fall down or whatever, think he's out, the guy stops and he gets back up and he wins.
Beat your ass.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And ends up winning.
So you got to finish the fight. Like, and he finished the fight. The ref he stopped him before he hit him 3 times. If that's a fucking, if there's any, silver lining in the whole situation.
True, he only landed twice.
He only landed twice, because if he would have landed any more, bro, he might have fucking never came back out.
For real.
That. Like, that
For real.
brain damage, it would have been big, like, cerebral palsy type shit. Like, so.
Yeah, so I do want to say this too. I did see some fans got Curtis's phone number somehow. And we're calling him like, you got knocked the fuck out and like all this shit. Like, that's
serious?
just not okay.
Yeah,
like, it's kind of funny.
No, it's big funny, but
it's
leave him alone, man.
Not okay to do. Like, you would not step in that ring with Derek Lewis.
Hell no.
So
yeah.
Don't call him on some shit like that.
Is cute.
Right.
Go ahead out there if you want to.
It's kind
You
of
don't even
like,
got to get in there with no Derek Lewis. Get out there with the fucking lowest
Anyone.
of the lowest
Yeah,
of the
right.
lowest of the UFC fighters, and watch you get pieced the fuck up, and we never see you again.
it's kind of like the kid who went to Cam Newton's football camp and was talking shit. Did you see that?
No. What happened?
Oh man. Some kid at Cam Newton's football camp was telling him, like, you're a free agent, you're gonna go broke,
Trash.
bitch, and all this shit. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, and the kid and his parents like put out this big like statement afterwards. Like, this
they
kid's
sorry.
been on the news and on ESPN for this.
You know what, man? I'm not even gonna
It's just like that.
I'm not
though.
gonna hold
like,
you.
I put that kid in the same.
I don't put him in the same bag, man.
No.
No, I don't. You know why I don't?
Why?
Because Cam Newton is trash, and he gets on my fucking nerves, yo. Like, that's why I don't put him in the same bag, yo.
That's not what I was expecting at all.
Cam Newton gets on my fucking nerves. Like, he's a good dude. I ain't fucking with him like that. But as big of a bag as I lost fucking with Cam last year, goddamn Patriots.
Yeah, bro, it's all over.
Cam.
Like, as soon as you Google Cam, that's the only thing you can find is about this
out there
kid.
fucking heckling his ass.
But see, I do like.
No, you can't.
Curtis
do that.
isn't trash, but man,
Yeah, man, Cam
that's
fucking
hilarious.
dropped the ball.
That's
bro.
hilarious. But this weekend, we got Cyril Gahn, who I started talking about earlier, fighting Jairzinho Rosenstrike.
Shit.
This is going to be a good fight. So, yeah, Rosenstrike.
Yeah, you better win with a name like that.
He got knocked out in like 20 seconds by Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got crazy power. Like, literally, Francis said, there's no way you can hurt me. And he just ran at him, swinging, and literally knocked him out in 20 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, he got caught and
Done.
slept.
Nothing you could do with him.
Nothing.
Well,
So then he came back and knocked out JDS,
okay.
Junior Dos Santos, who's a future heavyweight, or a former heavyweight champ of the UFC.
Okay.
It's like, he is very good.
Okay.
In Cyril Gahn's last fight, he also knocked out Junior Dos Santos. So they both just
Junior
came
Dos
off of
Santos
win
out
of
here
beating the
catching
same
L's.
guy. Yeah, he's got like 4 or 5 in a row. It's not looking good for him.
Yeah, man, he getting older or something? What's
Yeah,
his deal?
yeah. Way older, slower. Reaction time isn't as good. Chin isn't as good.
Hey,
Getting
it's
put to
time
sleep.
hang up them spurs.
It
man.
is. It is.
leave
It definitely
alone.
is. I'd
Don't
like to
fucking
see
kill
him
yourself out here. You
to
got here
stop.
shaking
Yeah.
goddamn type Parkinson's and shit.
Yes.
Get your head rocked too much.
Yes.
So yeah, you got to be careful.
He needs
man.
to stop.
Put your money in some Forex or some goddamn Dogecoin or some shit.
right.
Sit the fuck down somewhere.
Settle down, bro.
But long story short, for the last minute,
So those two are fighting.
Ariel, to wrap this up,
Oh yeah, let's go to
because we got to
Ariel.
wrap it up real
All right.
quick because we're
You're
about to
lucky.
get cut off.
You're lucky.
You're very lucky, man.
Fuck.
You're very lucky. We said what we said.
You know,
We got it off. You
got
know
it
what
off
I
our
mean?
chest.
Ariel, man,
Do better.
it's still the invitation's still open. Come to the ring. We'll definitely see you any day of the week.
Yes.
We got mad love and mad respect for you, bro. You just gotta take your own advice.
Definitely do. And if you would want me to come on and we could talk about it, I mean, I would definitely be more than happy to do that. Little guest appearance.
I'll be sitting right next to him.
You know, I have got a DM from Chael before, so I've now talked to both of Ariel and the bad guy. So it'd be great. Come on there real quick. No, but in all serious,
No doubt.
get the next part of this episode, man.
For sure. Big love. Shout out to everybody. Cave Squad, we back at it. We'll see you in a couple minutes on the rebound.
Peace. Bam.
That's a fire episode.
Fuck Ariel.
I might leave that part in.
Heard in the video?
After the piece.
Yeah,
It would be.